It's really all entirely groundbreaking with this animation style. I think people are really appreciating the visual language of it. But at the end of the day, it's the story and the heart, the humor, and the fact that it's Miles Morales' story about a kid growing up, his family, and finding his place in the world. That's the thing that seems to really be resonating with people.
The thing that's amazing about the movie is when we went and tested it and showed it to a bunch of different audiences and asked them, who do you think this movie is for? They all said that it's for everyone. And I think it's true. You've got great comedy that plays to kids, the comedy that plays to adults. It's really sweet. And even though it's this big, crazy action movie, the bottom line is it's an emotional story about a kid and his family. And we wanted it to be really warm. And we're really proud of how kind the movie is, the messages of the movie. It's just got something for everybody.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is about a kid named Miles Morales growing up in Brooklyn in a blended family who's got a lot of expectations on him and trying to figure out his way in life when he gets bitten by a radioactive spider.
As you do.
As you do, and then falls into a crazy superhero action movie that he was never ready for. And it's about him and the original Peter Parker, an older version of Spider-Man, helping to train him and become the hero he needs to be, with the help of maybe a few extra spider people along the way.
It all started with the idea that anybody can wear the mask. You know, it covers your whole face. When I look at Spider-Man, I can see myself in it. Anybody can see themselves in it. And that's why we put together this cast of different spider people from all different walks of life. And we want young people to watch the movie and come out thinking like they're capable of great things. You know, these are stories about empowerment. And we want people to feel powerful, and we want them to know that like we're all counting on each other to take our individual superpowers, whatever they are, and do something to help one another.
In the original Spider-Man that Stan Lee and Steve Ditko created, it was a pretty radical idea to have this lower middle class Queens kid who was a nerd be a superhero and not a billionaire or an alien from outer space. Um, and the idea that one of us, a regular person, could rise up and become a hero was really inspiring. And this is sort of the modern version of that. And we wanted to say anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, you can be a hero too.
We really wanted everyone to be able to enjoy the picture, and we've got a diverse array of characters. You know, Miles' mom, Rio, is like a favorite of everyone in the production. She's just so appealing. Luna, who did her voice, is such a star, and there's just a warmth and intelligence radiating from her that just makes you want to be part of that family.
Spider-Gwen is a huge part of this movie, and voiced by Haley Steinfeld, and she does an amazing job. She's such a cool character. She's sort of so put together and confident, and she's a really aspirational character for kids. There's also Aunt May, played by Lily Tomlin, and this version of Aunt May, she gets to kick some butt too, and she also is a little bit like the Q in this movie's universe, where she helped invent some of the technology that Spider-Man uses, like his web shooters and things like
Yeah,
that.
when she gives Miles his first web shooters, she says, "Made them myself." You know, so you understand that like she's not just like a doting aunt.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like, you know, she's got something going on, and it was really important to us to try to do a version of Aunt May that was a little more involved in the world of Spider-Man than you're used to.
And there's also Penny Parker, voiced by Kimiko Glenn, who has a giant mechanical robot that's controlled by a spider that she partners with, and she's a lot of fun, and also kicks a little bit of butt too.
Miles is a kid from multiple cultures. He's an African American kid with a Puerto Rican mom, and he's sort of in between a lot of different worlds. He's in between being a young person and being a grown up, and we just think it's such a great thing to see on screen. We have a Japanese American girl from the future in this film.
Any walk of life you can imagine, you can see yourself on screen there. Everything that we do, we can't help ourselves but to try and find the absurdity in it, and try and make each other laugh, make ourselves laugh, and so this film's no different.